All right. Welcome on public access to another broadcast of the Lakemont Park basketball playoffs as we just had finished up. Division 5 champions declared by virtue of a 2-point win, Budget Beverage, and a great game to get things started on this particular evening. Up next, we have a Division 4 basketball championship game coming up between Sinisi's Detailing and Colton's Cruisers. And joining me right now, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yep, I'm Jordan Griffith from Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. I've been a member of the Lakemont League here. Used to be Mansion Park League for about 15 years now.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're involved with Sideline Cancer as well.
Yes, I'm actually the executive director. I'm the president of our boys and girls AAU basketball program, and I'm in charge of our TBT basketball team as well.
Okay. Well, great effort going on, and Sideline Cancer becoming a very important part for folks, giving them some hope.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Last year we were able to raise $35,000 for 12 different cancer patients in our communities. We sell T-shirts and whatnot, and try to help community members that are struggling. In fact, we have a game coming up here. Hollidaysburg versus Altoona is a bigger than football game coming up on Friday, August 25th. We've already raised almost $3,000 to support a girl from the school that I teach at Hollidaysburg. Her grandmother had cancer, and then a member from the Altoona community, the Stoles family, their whole family's kind of going through it right now. So, just trying to do things that are philanthropic for the community.
Okay. Well, we have a number change here.
Yeah, Jod was telling me that.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I know a lot of these guys, so.
Okay. You'll probably do better than I will at this particular point, Jordan.
Yeah, I might talk a little trash on him, too, while I'm out here.
It's okay. It's on cable.
Exactly.
All right.
It's all love.
We are set to go here. And it's Division 3 Colton's Cruisers taking on Sinisi Detailing. And it's going to be Sinisi with the basketball off the tip-off. Quite an adventurous little tip-off there.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Ajad White is with the basketball. He's going to take a three. It won't go. Gets his own rebound. Dribbles down on the right baseline. Penetrates, puts it up, and won't go. And slowing things down will be Colton's Cruisers and Core Physical Therapy.
I think you're going to see a lot of that here today. White's going to try to play slower, and the black team's going to try to play a little quicker.
Yep, I can see a difference in speed right out of the gate, and Core Physical Therapy unable to get the basket in, but they do draw the foul. It sends Tyler Port to the line, and he'll be shooting a pair. No score, just underway in this Division 4 championship game. Shots up, and it's off the back of the rim and no good.
Yeah, this is definitely a part of Tyler's game that he struggles with a little bit. Shooting from the free throw line, he's more one of those players, he's a rebound and finish type player.
I'll tell you what, Rummel, in the first game that we did here tonight, put on a clinic from the foul line.
And that's going to be what White does here all night, Core Physical Therapy, is second chance opportunities. They might not be as athletic, but they got a lot more girth to them.
Alan McManus with a rebound in the putback, and it's Colton's Cruisers Core Physical Therapy in the lead with the basketball. Sinisi's Detailing. Nice spin move and a cut there for Ajad White. Ajad in the right corner. Kicks it over, top of the key. Three goes, nothing but net.
It's a very good shot right there. If he hits that all night, they'll be tough to beat.
That was Jahad White, and there's a three-point attempt that won't go for Core Physical Therapy, and the rebound to Sinisi Detailing. With the basketball, it is Sinisi Detailing. Ball is tipped around on the rebound, eventually taken in.
Talking to White early. Oh, go ahead.
Marcus Bullard with a rebound there.
Yeah, but I was just talking to White before the game, and they said to themselves that they were going to live with the three ball by, what's the team's name here? Sinisi Detailing. That's what they wanted them to shoot, was a three ball, and they wanted to rebound and get out and execute in the half court, and that's what they just did.
Andy Pugh just shot one of those swirling shots and went down through. And Sinisi's Detailing with the basket. It's Ajad White.
And that's where he's best right there, getting down the hill, getting to the rim, trying to get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Tied at 5, 17-12 left to go here in the first half. It's Core Physical Therapy with the basketball.
Devin McNelly with the steal.
Yep, that's a nice steal, and then loses control of the basketball at the other end.
I've seen that many times at 5:30 in the morning at the Summit. We play at 5:30, me and Devin, and he gets steals and turns it over on the other end.
Breakfast basketball.
Breakfast basketball, and we all talk trash on one another. It's all love, though, at the end of the day.
All right. Sinisi detailing to inbound. They get it into Jihad White. Tied at 5. 16:36 left to go here, first half. There's a jumper that won't go, and the rebound's pulled in by, let's see, that was Desmond Gamp.
Yep, Sinisi's detailing, winning the rebounding battle right now. That's going to be the key to today's game.
They've just come out, and they seem to have a little bit more spring in their step here right out of the gate, Jordan.
They're younger.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is they're younger.
Guess that's a factor you have to bring in.
Oh, 100%. When you're putting these rosters together, you always got to think about, age and whatnot.
One of the other things here was the difference in the weather. Before we started even the first game, the Division 5 game, as we got into that, it was cloudy and it wasn't all that hot.
And now it's sunny and hot.
Yeah, the sun and the heater here. There's Sinisi.
Devin McNelly.
McNelly ends up putting it up and in, and Sinisi's takes the lead. 7-5. It'll be an and one for Devin McNelly.
And that's what he does really well. He operates well without the basketball, gets out in transition. He's the recipient of a little pass there.
And we'll check Devin's free throw.
And he
Rattles
gets
around
the
up
roll.
off the glass and in.
That lucky dog, he got the roll.
McNelly scores, and it makes it 8-5. Core Physical Therapy with it. Maurice Bullitt with the basketball.
Pugh.
Kicks it over.
Oh,
my.
Watch
Andy
out.
Pugh.
If Pugh gets hot, watch out. And there he goes. Starts running his mouth a little bit.
Tied at 8 now. So far, pretty interesting matchup.
That's Andy Pugh's basketball right there. Trap at half court, sprint.
Spin move on the baseline. Shot put up.
Port's too
go.
big for that. Port's too big.
Tyler Port ends up with the rebound and ends up that he's fouled, I think. And,
yeah, that's what happened there.
So it'll be an inbound play for Core Physical Therapy with the basketball. Maurice Bullitt. Pass goes down inside, back out, another three, and that one off the side of the rim won't go. And a good rebound by Sinisi's Donnie McConnell. Up the floor, Desmond Gamp. Gamp kicks it down on the baseline to Jihad White. Comes out in the right wing.
You see, they're giving him space right now. They want him to shoot and then go rebound the basketball.
Down near the 14-minute mark left here in the first half. Tied at 8.
Walled it up. Very
and
good
nice.
defense. Very good defense there by Core.
Core ends up getting the basketball back quickly down the floor.
Ooh.
There's a three-point attempt that gets blocked by Jihad White.
The two twins are some of the best defenders in the area right there. They're so long, they get to a lot of basketballs.
How often do they play that game where they, fake people out and say, no, I'm him, no, I'm him?
Well, they're another one that plays with us at 5:30 in the morning. I never know which one's which. Never know which one's which. I always have to say I take that twin. I don't know if it's the better one or not. They're both pretty equal, though, to be honest with you. Yeah, they're both pretty equal. Maurice Bullitt.
Yeah, Maurice with a spin move in the lane, puts it up and in. It's 10-8 in favor of Core Physical Therapy.
Did you watch him in high school back in the day playing football?
I did not.
Oh, my. It was a sight to see.
And it's those white boys trying to make something happen again. And a nice recovery there by Jihad.
Uh-oh.
And nice save at midcourt. Desmond Gamp.
Ooh.
Oh, and after all of that fine work trying to keep the basketball, you end up with a travel being called, and Core Physical Therapy gets it back.
I think I agree with the twin there. I don't know if I saw a travel on that one.
We'll see what Core can do with that little opportunity. Up by 2 right now, 10-8. 12:40 left to go here in the first half. With the basketball, it's Maurice Bullitt. Bullitt kicks it over as he plays catch with Jason Cornelius. They eventually into the left corner, a long shot that time, and the rebound ends up with Sinisi detailing. Jihad White is with the basketball.
This is where he's good.
He's in on
They're
the baseline.
They're protecting the hoop well.
Backing up.
3 seconds, I think was the call.
Yeah. Well, this is This is good. This is one of the things that seems to have come back into basketball, calling three in the key.
Yeah, for sure. Even in transition now, because that's where you really get the advantage now is in transition.
Yeah.
More so than anything else.
Maurice Bullitt with a nice stop, maintains possession. Core working it around for a left wing three, and that one rims out. Nathan Cornelius couldn't get the good roll. And then penetrating and putting up a runner, it won't go that time for Jason Cornelius. So
got father-son out here playing.
Yeah, didn't work. There's one that worked. Jawad White takes it in and makes it. It is tied at 10.
Yeah, I think it's 10-10. The Whites have all the buckets. For, for Sinisi.
Well, actually, McNelly does.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Devin had the and one. I forgot about that.
Yep. Maurice Bullitt with the basketball. They work it around down inside, over in the left baseline, back out too. Nathan Cornelius penetrates, and he puts up the runner and won't go, and another rebound by the White boys. Ajad White with the rebound this time. Ajad goes over to Jihad. He's going to take the three. Deadly.
Little run here by Sinisi's, led by the White brothers.
13-10, Sinisi's with the lead.
Looks like they're staying zone right now.
Nathan Cornelius with the basketball goes to Bullitt. Maurice kicks it back.
That's where you got to get to is the middle. Got to finish.
Oh, that's a nice recovery by McManus, but he can't finish the job that time. And Sinisi's has it again. And the Whites
chases his own and got an and one. Their energy level right now, it's tough to match that.
Jihad White scores. It's 15-10. And suddenly, bang, bang.
The lead starts to pop a little bit here.
Yep, it's gone up to 5. And a good timeout, I think, by no, it's not a timeout.
I think it's just a big substitution. Line change. A little hot out here tonight, you know?
Indeed. Into the game for Sinisi, Julian Morgan. A couple of players in for core physical therapy. And at the line, John White uses the backboard.
Now, do you think that was intentional, or do you think he did that on accident?
I don't know, but he didn't call it, so it doesn't count.
I think they should take the point off the board. There's a big argument going on out here. Those backboards, they're a little easy to score on, and a lot of people shoot free throws, and they bank them in.
Travel called there as core physical therapy tries to get Jason Cornelius open on the right wing, and one too many steps.
You know, one of the beautiful parts about this league is you have a father and son out here playing with one another. There's not too many leagues in the country that you can do that and get to a championship game nonetheless, and that's what makes the Lakemont League very special.
Nate Blau a little bit too close that time as he causes a turnover because he bumped into the Sinisi player kind of hard. He'll get a foul called on him there, and Sinisi's will inbound. Up by 6, 16-10. Jihad White.
Oh, he's going to shoot this. Is he?
Nope.
Nope. He
little restraint now.
Brother to brother.
Yeah. Little high-low post.
Here we go.
Back out to the high part of the post. The three won't go, and the rebound's reeled in by Nate Blau. Up ahead for Colton's. It's Nathan Cornelius eventually working his way into the lane, puts up the shot, and draws the foul.
Got the foul call there. The key to this is get in the lane, get them up in the air, and lean into them a little bit, try to get that foul call. One of the best things that core physical therapy can do right now is to try to get the Twins in foul trouble. You get one of them off the court, and this game could change drastically here in the first half.
All right, at the line, it is Nate Cornelius misses the first of 2. I think they kind of need at least to now get this one out of this.
Yeah, they definitely got to get this free throw here.
And that rattles out.
And that's probably their best shooter at the free throw line right there. Played very well his senior year at Altoona, known for his shooting. Needs to capitalize on those ones here.
Julian Morgan with the rebound, and now Sinisi's with the ball in their end. And the ball gets tipped away, but there's Jihad White to pick that one up, drive. Floater won't go, and the rebound pulled in by Core Therapy's Tyler Port. Port then will bring it up over the midcourt stripe. Port kicks it over in the right wing.
To Nate Blau.
Nate kicks it down over into the corner. Nate now down the lane.
There we go, Nate.
Little Euro step won't go. Kicks it back out. Jason Cornelius with the basketball. And there's one of those moves, and getting away with that move because Nate Cornelius gets away with that. And I say that because that's that you know, that move where a lot of people get called for a travel when they do that step back and that little bit of a quiver.
Yep. No, I know. And we got a 16-12 ball game here right now. I looked down here at the sheet, and it reminded me I had a conversation with Nate Blau earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And, their other team name outside of Core Physical Therapy is Colton's Cruisers. And, in fact, his nephew had autism, and they named the team after him, which is why, they're out here playing. And he said that this is their 6th championship game here. And he's won all 5 up to this date, so he's undefeated in championship games.
That's a record to put together.
Yep.
Do want to thank our sponsors for the coverage. That includes Budget Beverage, Mike's Court, Powerhouse Sub, Sheets, Lakemont Park, Sideline Cancer, Superior Detailing and Car Wash, Stuckey Automotive, American Eagle Paper Mills, Altoona Mirror, Public Access, Proactive Sports, and the Central Blair Rec Commission. With a basketball, it's Jihad White. And, he just kept dribbling right through that. It looked like he was going to lose control of the basketball, stuck with it, and ends up getting a trip to the foul line.
They've been there a lot here in this first half. It's been a lot on these second chance opportunities. 16-12.
Now, believe it or not, out of their 16, only 2 of these have come from the line, and he's
banking
that
them.
I don't know. Somebody has to complain to the commissioner here.
I've tried a couple times. They don't listen to me very well on that. Clark's rolling his eyes over there at me.
Banks in a pair. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Was it lane violation? Lane violation there.
All right. 17-12, 5-point lead. Core Physical Therapy
Cornelius.
with a basketball and a 3-point attempt won't go. Rebound controlled by Core. And down the lane, amazing there to get through all of that without a travel by Nate Cornelius. And it's a rebound, though. As quickly down the floor, it is Sinisi Detailing, and the rebound rolls out of bounds, and it will be Core Physical Therapy basketball. 17-12. Core really needs to take advantage of this and score.
They got to get a bucket. They got to hit an outside shot.
They don't have to get a 3 here, but just to continue to eat away at this 5-point lead right now. 17-12. Core Physical Therapy with the basketball.
There's the shot they needed.
Shot is in. And another great one by Cornelius.
That could be something that gets him going a little bit. He just hit a little floater in the lane on that weird little Euro step action. Hits a 3-ball now.
17-15. Against an easy answer.
Nice
of course
finish.
They can. Jihad White down the lane puts it up and in.
That move right there is what separates them from a lot of players out here, is being able to get in there and sky over top of everybody else.
4-point lead, and with the basketball, Core Physical Therapy.
Oh, nice steal.
And it is
got a
steal.
3-on-1 look up. Oh, it could be a dunk.
It's kind of over.
Yep, it is.
As Jihad White
and we got a
adds
timeout.
to his team leading. Let's add up the total points here. Let's see, that's 14 and 2, 16 of the 21 Sinisi Detailing points.
So you're telling me the Whites right now, they're up 16-15 in this game.
Actually, they're up 18 because Ajad had the other two-pointer that went in.
Gotcha. We were only adding up one of the twins.
Yeah.
Zahad.
Yeah, this has been quite a run here.
Yeah,
and
very much so.
You watch the two of them, and they really play quite the same. I'm actually, to a degree, surprised. You probably know more than I do about that, but they really move the same way on the floor.
Yeah, they're very similar players to one another, and they have that connection. They got the twin connection with one another.
That's one that you cannot deny.
Nope, you cannot deny that at all. That's what makes them special, especially when they're getting downhill like they're doing today.
In the corner, it is Core Physical Therapy coming out of that corner, and here's Cornelius, speaking of corners. Cornelius down the lane, and...
Oh, got called for an illegal screen. Port doesn't like it. Better watch himself. He might get teed up.
He is jawing a little bit on the much side there, but he gets away with it for now. Those kinds of things get filed into the memory banks of the officiating crew.
Yep. Tyler Port, he's earned his stripes out here. The refs know him. They respect him.
All right, it's Jihad. I can score from anywhere White with the basketball out near the midcourt circle.
This is the dangerous part now. Core's going to have to extend their defense on because he's hit the 3 ball.
Alan McManus on him. Now a 3-point shot taken from the
Good
right
rebound,
wing.
Port.
And it is Nate Cornelius up the floor. Nice pass down inside. A spin move and ends up with a pass from the baseline. Won't fall for Alan McManus. And it is Sinisi detailing with the basketball again. Ajad with it. Drives down the lane, floats up, won't fall for him. Guess who's there for the rebound and the putback?
Wow.
It's Jahad White, and as Jared just said, and one. Wow.
Yeah, that was just twin action down there.
23-15. 3 minutes left to go here in the first half.
This is a little bit of danger territory here for Core.
Yeah.
They got to try to keep. They got to try to get it to within 5 here by halftime.
Donnie McConnell comes into the game for Sinisi and at the line to try to complete the and one. Ooh, off the backboard.
Good finish.
But he gets his own rebound.
Unbelievable.
And puts it up and in. So, Jahad White kind of doing it all here in the first half.
Everything.
With the basketball, it's Cornelius. Impressive. Stops at the foul line. Nice running
shot.
Jumper by Cornelius to put that one up and in. That was something that certainly Core Physical Therapy needed, keeping the lead at 8-25-17. But an 8-point lead kind of out of nowhere. We were, nip and tuck there, 3-4 points, and then suddenly.
There's a good steal. Pugh, This is what he does well, out in transition off of a turnover. Good.
Basketball, top of the key. Maurice Bullitt back in, kicks it over left wing 3, won't go, and the rebound by Nate Cornelius. Drives to the basket and gets fouled on the way there, as that foul will be given to Donnie McConnell.
Last time he was here, he went 0 for 2. He's got to make both of these this time to make up for that.
That's true. Nate so far with a total of 7.
He's played well.
And off the back of the rim.
Man, he could have double figures right now.
Minute 58 left to go in the first half. And
there we go.
Swirling that one in.
Snuck it in.
Yeah, he did. It is 25-16 now.
One thing to point out here, Twins look a little bit tired right now. They're going to get a halftime break, but their game's based on energy.
Yeah, well, there's one off the backboard. The floater won't go. Maurice Buller with the rebound. Maurice pulls over on the right wing, looks things over, starts to penetrate, pulls back. Cornelius wants the basketball. He doesn't get it. Andy Pugh with it. And now it's Nate Cornelius to Maurice Bullitt.
Nice play.
Nice foul line spin jumper. Alan McManus now with 4 in the game. And it gets that lead down to 5, 25-20.
Alan bringing back his circa 2004 holidays birthdays right there. I remember I used to look up to Alan McManus when I was a younger player. He's a really good guy, really good player. Glad to see him still out here playing.
1 minute left to go in the first half. A 5-point Sinisi detailing lead.
Oh, man, they lost him.
Oh, my. Wide open
That's that
on the
twin
baseline.
connection.
I'm out of space now for points for Jahad White.
What's he got?
I don't know. I'm
24.
just out. My score sheet doesn't hold that many points.
Yeah, there's a
and he almost got a steal and more points. 40 seconds left to go. Pass goes
Port.
down inside.
Nice pass, Port, and one.
Oh, my. Almost went, but not quite.
That's going to be the key to this game for Core, is getting it into the short post area there and then diving off of it, making the defender commit in the middle, and then get to the free throw line like this. That's how they're going to beat this team, and then maybe hitting a skip tray ball.
McManus with a total of 4 points, and his first foul shot's nothing but net.
You know who's had a sneaky good game is Michael Woolrich. Actually, it's not Michael, it's his brother. What's his first name?
Matt
Woolrich. He has had probably 3 or 4 offensive rebounds that have led to points here for them. And
almost had that one.
He's the one player that can match them and jump with the Twins inside.
Pass down inside. Shot won't go for Sinisi. Boy, that's amazing to get out of that without a turnover.
I think they got a timeout.
Little concern over there as Jahad White goes over to make sure everything is okie dokie with Andy Pugh. It is. And you do get that timeout called with 22.3 left to go in the first half and a 6-point Sinisi detailing lead.
I'll tell you what, Pugh's a better man than me. I don't know if I'd be diving on a loose ball out here. that ground hurts a little different, you know?
Yeah, it does.
You dive on the indoor courts, you slide. Out here, you hit and you stick.
Yeah, it's kind of like falling on Velcro.
Yeah, it's definitely a rough thing to do.
All right, now, to get here, Sinisi Detailing defeated GTB and JP Mortgage Lending. And Colton's Cruisers Core Physical Therapy defeated Mays Memorial, Lytle's Transfer, and they're here against Sinisi. Right now, 27-21. Trying to get this lead down even further here at the end of the first half. 27-21, 6-point lead.
Oh, he picked his pocket.
Oh, my.
It's going to be a dunk.
Great steal. And back the
and
other
the
way.
Slam. That's
That
tough.
is a slam. And
Lama's got another one. Donnie thought he had it.
Jawad White getting a little fed up of his twin brother getting all the points on the sheet tonight, so he took care of that one.
Yeah.
All right, ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Core Physical Therapy. They got 2.2
time for
left to go. It's a catch and shoot almost kind of situation.
Probably get one
here.
dribble down.
Pass gets in, and the ball rolls down the baseline. Nobody able to get it under control. Goes out of bounds, and that will set the score at the end of the first half. Sinisi Detailing 29 and Core Physical Therapy 21. Interesting game so far. And once again, you were talking about at the beginning of the broadcast, Jordan, how much a difference age can make here. And then you have twins that are playing together, and doesn't matter what the sport is. It always makes it difficult on the other team.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And like I said out here, at any division, it comes down to sometimes do you have that good mix of young guys and older guys, the veterans that have been out here mixed with the young guys. Sometimes that mix goes well and sometimes it doesn't. In this case out here, the Sinisi's detailing team, there's probably 5 or 6 of those guys. They play with us in the morning. And so they're playing 2-3 times a week together, and that togetherness really helps them, in these type of situations out here. People are willing to sacrifice for those that, they know, hey, this guy might be a little bit better than I am. I'm willing to sit a little bit more because, I play with such good players like the White brothers here.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize the amount of time that players take to stay in shape and continually practice and play basketball. And all of the time that these guys put in, it is a lot.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
And this is how you get good.
Yeah.
This is how you get good at the game. You can tell the difference, especially
like this guy Bullet here. He's probably playing 3 times a week. How many times you play in a week, Bullet? How many times you play in a week? 2 times a week. He said.
Okay. He's slacking.
He couldn't hear me.
He's slacking. No.
No, he's a Saturday
doing
morning
anything
player.
But slacking.
No, he.
There's a 3-point attempt. That would have got a good start to the second half, but Nate Cornelius can't make that one. Rebound ends up being brought up floor by Ian Brannon. Now it's Jawad White with the basketball. He's going to back up here into NBA 3-point range. And
man. He's hard to stop when he's hitting that. Like,
good heavens.
Every time we play him, we say, that's the shot that we'll give up. And if he hits it, you got to tip your cap sometimes.
It is a show being put on by Jawad White, and there he is with the loose ball going up the floor, gets it knocked away. A nice defensive play by Andy Pugh. And now Sinisi gets it back with a basketball with Jawad White, and he kicks it out to Desmond Gamp.
Put a screen in there. Looking for the 3 ball.
Move it over into the right corner, and that one gets away. Nice recipient of a loose ball is Maurice Bullet. Maurice spins.
Used his body well there.
Take it out to the spot between the circles.
Pugh.
3-point attempt will not go, and the rebound by Sinisi again. That one by Donnie McConnell, and up the floor, it's Desmond Gamp. Gamp stops, kicks that one over to Jawad White. And Jawad.
If Pugh can't guard him, nobody can guard him out here. Oh.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Andy Pugh all over him and ends up being rung up for the foul.
That's Pugh's game right there. He played with me 2 years out here in this league. We never lost a game together. 31-0.
That's pretty impressive.
Pugh's a junkyard dog. He's always got a spot on my team.
Three-point attempt is short. Ball is loose down the baseline, and guess who shows up? Jihad White.
Shocker. Uh-oh.
Spinning things around
They're
here.
looking to get him a
perimeter.
3-ball.
Three-point attempt is up, and it won't go for, is that Gian or Gian Albright?
I don't know.
Okay. Clark Edelman, Gian or Mr. Albright there.
Bucket.
Three-pointer there for Nate Cornelius as we try to get the pronunciation.
That probably gives Nate about
Albright.
10 now.
No, the first name. You got it? As Clark continues to investigate, it is an easy detailing with the basketball.
That's a hard thing to try to figure out names out here sometimes.
Jihad White with the basketball into the corner, back to Jihad.
I'll be honest.
Over to his twin.
I'm not even looking at the sheet. I'm just going off what you're saying. Oh, Donnie
McConnell.
Donnie Buckets
scores.
is in the building. Donnie Buckets is here.
And an answer back at the other end.
Nate Cornelius. If they get back in this game,
core physical
it's going to be Nate Cornelius.
Nate with all the points so far.
Yep. Oh, Bullet.
Bullet had knocked it down. Thought he was going to get the steal. Didn't. A recovery down underneath. Shots up and in. Donnie McConnell.
Donnie Buckets again.
36-26, a 10-point lead for Sinisi Detailing. There's a three-point attempt that won't go for Nate Cornelius, and the rebound goes to Sinisi Detailing up the floor.
Oh, yeah.
In a hurry. Jihad White tries to, I'm sorry, that's a Jihad this time. Tries to take it all the way, and he does not score, but he does draw the foul.
You know, you were mentioning earlier about the amount of time that these guys put in outside of, these games. Donnie McConnell is a good example of that. About 3 months ago, he started coming back and playing morning basketball with us. He could barely get up and down the court. Now he's one of the more conditioned athletes out here. He's beating everybody up and down the court, and he knows his role. It's to get weak side rebounds. It's to get out in transition and try to score layups.
Shot is up, and not the friendly roll for a shot.
It's about the only thing he's missed.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know. We'll talk about this after Ajad takes his second free throw attempt. 36-26 here. Shots up.
Missed them both.
That one's long, and the
Empty
rebound
possession.
tipped around, and
That's
core
what Core
physical
needs.
therapy with it. Maurice Bullitt up the floor. Maurice looks things over, hands the ball off to Jason Cornelius.
Father to son. Son back to father.
And now Nate thought about the shot, instead decides to penetrate.
Should've shot the first one.
And twisting around there, able to get a shot off. Wasn't a good one. Three-point attempt, though, is.
Uh-oh.
Nate Cornelius makes that one.
Uh-oh. Nate
Yes.
Cornelius getting in the zone a little bit here. This is getting interesting. Cut it to 7.
And he has 7 points. All of the points, as a matter of fact, for core physical therapy in the second half.
He's probably pushing 15 now.
Let's see.
That's the one you got.
Oh, my. That one will not fall for Desmond Gant. Ball's loose, and core physical therapy with a rebound. Nate Cornelius gets it over to Maurice Bullitt. Maurice up the floor.
Another one.
Nate.
Nope. Too much dribble.
Yep. Good defense by Sinisi Detailing, and
Got called for a foul. Came down.
despite that, Jihad White's
You
going
were
to get
right.
rung up.
It was good defense, so he brought his hands down at the very end.
So it'll be Nate Cornelius to inbound. And one thing I was going to say to you, I've heard this number battered around by a number of different people, friends that I know that are three-point shooters.
Mm-hmm.
And what the number that they have put up,
Tyler
nice
Port.
spin move as Tyler Port puts
And
it up.
that's
and
what
in.
Tyler Port does well. He's still one of the best out here in the league inside 3 feet.
Lead down to 5. Many of the people that basically are experts in three-point shots have told me that in order to get good at that, over the course of any one particular day, you need to not just shoot 300 three-point shots.
Need to make 'em.
You make 300
Yeah.
three-point shots. Go out and try that.
The key to it is the muscle memory part. It's about
Yes.
the only thing in this game that I can do is I could shoot the basketball. And the muscle, he fouled him on a 3. Cornelius going to the line. Dad going to the line. But the key, The key. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as Sean bumped into him there. Go ahead.
Yep.
with
No,
it.
the key to it is it's muscle repetition. I always tell all young shooters, the only thing that we can concentrate on as shooters is left and right. If you're shooting left and right, it's mechanics. If it's long and short, that's just muscle memory, and you got to get in the gym and get that muscle memory down. That's what makes playing outside so tough, is because you got to deal with the wind too if you're a shooter.
Front of the rim, backboard, and down through. Jason Cornelius with his first point of the night for core physical therapy.
Jason's one of those guys. If he sees the ball go through the rim here all 3 times, didn't get that one. But
Yep.
he can go on a heater real quick.
One more for him here. Could get the lead down to 3.
Yep, he's another guy. He's been out here probably 20 years now. Getting a chance to play with this kid out here, that's special stuff.
Oh, yeah. Off the
missed
front of the
2
rim.
3,
So that
though.
was
Mo
kind
Bullock
of
took a-
been a big one there.
Oh, he's bleeding.
And
Yep.
unfortunately, it was
He took an elbow.
Desmond Gamp, and he gave Maurice Bullitt an elbow.
Yep.
And Maurice, there is blood
Yep.
on the basketball floor, and Maurice over in the grass area there
Yep.
underneath the basket.
It always looks a lot worse than it actually is. My dad got hit out here.
Man, that just looks bad,
Yep.
real bad.
My dad got hit out here about 15, 20 years ago. We took him to Altoona Hospital. He got hit on his head.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many stitches he got? 1.
One.
And he had blood going everywhere.
Well, and that's why the pro wrestlers always used to,
Yep.
the ones that wanted to bleed, they would carry a small blade with them and slice their forehead because so many vessels
Right there.
are right out there on the skin.
Yep.
And it tends to bleed quite profusely, and that's what's going on for Maurice Bullitt
Yep,
right
he's-
now as he's
leaving.
walking away from the courts.
It might have been his nose, honestly.
It kind of did look that
Yeah,
way.
I'm like
It was-
looking.
that
I'm thinking
looked
about
like
like
the
what I
source
just
of it.
saw, and I was like, maybe it was his nose.
Yeah.
It was his nose. I don't
All
know
right.
if it was nose or head.
Want to thank our sponsors for the championship game coverage, and that group includes Central Blair Rec Commission, Proactive Sports Public Access, the Altoona Mirror, American Eagle Paper Mills, Stuckey's Automotive, Superior Detailing and Car Wash, Sideline Cancer. Jordan's somewhat familiar with that.
Yeah, I've heard of that place. I heard of that before. You know.
Lakemont Park, Sheets, Powerhouse Subs, Mike's Court, and Budget Beverage. And since we have a little bit of time here, let's talk some about Sideline Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And you had told us about some of the amounts of money that you made. And, of course, the emotional support, I guess, might be the biggest aspect of what you guys do.
Yeah, and so actually we got a pretty cool story about that. I mean, I'm sure all of our viewers are familiar with Dick Vitale, and they did the Dickie V documentary this last winter. We were at a tournament in Pittsburgh, and we got a poster of Dick Vitale and said, like, we hope you get better and whatnot. And the Dick Vitale documentary, we were actually hoping that he would retweet it. He never did. But his documentary actually ends with a picture of our girls holding the Dick Vitale poster saying, like, get better soon, Dick. We're pulling for you.
Uh-huh.
And his documentary goes, here he is with cancer. There's the picture of our girls. The end. And it was actually Corey Gilday, who, used to play out here a lot. Is friends with Andy Pugh. He actually called my mom and was like, oh, my gosh, you guys were at the end of the Dick Vitale documentary. And it's just kind of cool that a legend in the sport, still has humble roots and whatnot and recognizes the grassroots level of this game.
Yeah. And that's always been a part of it. I was amazed, he did a game on ESPN, the first one he did after he'd been out for so long.
Yeah.
And he did it with Dave. Oh, geez. Anyway, the guy that does Boston Red Sox games.
Yeah.
And they worked that game together. And he, at the beginning, talking about being able to be back and to try to do that.
Get back to normalcy.
Yeah, and he just really couldn't finish what he had to say.
Yeah, it's I think anybody that goes through cancer, their number one objective is to get back to normalcy. I remember my dad, we were on vacation, his tumor marker went down, and he was kind of like, I might be able to live a normal life for the next couple months. And outside the chemo trips, he was able to do so for a while until the cancer came back. But I think for any cancer patient, it's like, for Dick Vitale, it's like getting back to work. And I think a lot of us, sometimes we complain about work, but we also value it at the end of the day as well. That routine for us is important. And, we just try to, at Sideline Cancer, provide as much inspiration to people as we can. And in some cases, we try to donate as much money as we can to them as well.
Yeah, and just trying. This is going to bug me.
Oh, you
This
looking
is
up the
why-
guy's name?
Yeah, this is why God created the internet.
Thank
so
God
you can find
for
out
Twitter.
things like this.
Yep, and Google.
Oh, goodness.
If I knew much about announcing, I would tell you, but I have no clue.
Yeah. But anyway, no, those, and I'm sure you got a bunch of just outstanding stories.
Yeah, last year we had up at Bishop Carroll and Central Cambria, their rivalry game. They raised $10,000 using Sideline Cancer as a platform. I shouldn't even say they really used us. Like they put on the event themselves, and we were just lucky to be a part of it. To be honest with you, Coach Causey up there. Are you familiar with Coach Causey at all?
Yeah.
He had brain cancer, and so this hits near and dear to him. There was a 9th grader at Central Cambria, their rival, who was diagnosed with testicular cancer, and they raised $10,000 for the kid last year. You know, some of the local businesses got involved. They used our 501c3 status, to write donations. We gave it directly to the patient. And that's something new to us just in this last, 18 months. We started, kind of going away from pancreatic cancer, not in the sense that, like, donations don't go to pancreatic cancer. They go to the individual patient now. And then we use our professional basketball team that gets that stage on ESPN. We've had 12 nationally televised games now to talk to people about, hey, pancreatic cancer is a killer. It's the second leading cause of death in the United States for all cancers behind brain. And it's a problem.
Yeah, and it really, people, I don't know how much they've made as far as progress on that, but that was like when you get diagnosed with it, it would not take long.
When my dad was diagnosed, he was given 2 to 6 weeks after he scored 38 points in a Building 2 game.
Wow.
He went to Mike's Court, who's one of the sponsors. Mike
Right.
Luciano was on here. He turned yellow 4 hours after scoring those points, 38, and was told 3 days later, you have 2 to 6 weeks to live.
Just something.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Oh!
Penetration in the floater. Desmond Gant puts it up and in, gets his first points of the night, and one.
Yeah, and just to finish what we were talking about there, the troubling part is in 13 years we've been in this, and not much has changed.
Yeah, that's a tough one that, you didn't hear a lot about pancreatic cancer until the last, maybe 4 years it seems to have become something that people are afflicted with all too often.
Yep.
All right, makes the and one, does Desmond Gamp.
That was a big three-point play there.
Yeah,
that just stretched it to 7. Cornelius.
And unable to get that one in. The rebound is pulled in by Ajad White. Finally gets it off to Gamp, and then ahead to Jahad White. Jahad
Devin
with a late second pass, and behind the back kind of a
Devin thought he got fouled on
layup
that one.
attempt. Wouldn't go, and it ends up in the hands of Core Physical Therapy. Oh, hey, you got to give Devin credit. He's just trying to get what's his.
Nope.
Three-point attempt won't go for the elder Cornelius Jason, and it's Gamp with a rebound all the way to the other end off the backboard. A little too strong. Rebound and a putback attempt by Jahad White, and he draws a foul. He doesn't need any help scoring points. That's all I got to say to Core Physical Therapy.
How many does he have right now, do you know?
Let's see. What was that, 18?
My guess could be 23.
21.
Oh, he's got 21. About to be 23 with these 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Oh, going for the bank shots.
Okay, announcer Jenks.
Yep, he'll be telling me about that on Friday. I don't know when this airs, but I'm sure he'll let me know.
As he gets that one.
So he's got 22 of the 40.
Actually, up that a little bit there.
Okay.
Jordan, as he actually has 26.
Oh, 26.
Yes.
Not a bad night. He's still got 10 minutes left.
Good thing he showed
nice
up.
Pass.
Pass underneath, and it won't go. Andy Pugh tried to get that up and in.
Yep.
And the rebound goes to Ajad White. Ajad spin move on the right elbow, puts it up and draws a foul.
He's going to go back to the backboard here.
As Desmond with a little pep talk for Ajad.
The backboard infuriates some players around here. I being one of them. Oh, here comes Mo Bullitt back down the alleyway.
That's good to hear.
Yep, he's got his head wrapped.
Glad you had your eye on that.
Yeah, I'm always seeing who's walking down the alleyway there. He'll check himself back in, I bet, in a minute.
Alan McManus back in for Core Physical Therapy. As White,
he's
off the backboard, doesn't get that, and
he's thrown him too hard.
A rebound, and
she doesn't see me. One of my former students is down there. 2 of them. Seth is down there too. I had him when he was in 8th grade.
Okay. Turnover ends up in the hands of Sinisi Detailing, and action back at the other end. Then Desmond Gamp draws a foul and tries to add to his point total. It's an 8-point lead right now for Sinisi Detailing. Gamp. There's
He's
that
banking him.
backboard
He's
play.
banking him too. Tough part about fouling when you're down too is the clock continues to run. This isn't like the NBA and college basketball and high school basketball.
Yep.
Each time they go to the line, it's about another 30 seconds. Even though they're not making them.
And guess who got the rebound? And a putback. Ajad White suddenly being the big man on campus as he finishes that off. 43-32, 11 points now of a lead for Sinisi Detailing.
McManus, I got to get that one to fall.
McManus could not get a break on that. It eventually goes out of bounds, and it's off the hands of Alan McManus. The ball goes to Sinisi Detailing. And at 7:50 left to go in the game.
11-point game.
There has to be a couple of stops here.
Got to get a couple. It starts right here for core. And if you're Sinisi's, this is a great opportunity to expand this to, 13, next possession, 15 type deal.
By the way, Dave O'Brien is the announcer I worked that game with.
Oh, gotcha.
Dickie B.
That's impressive you remember that.
Jahad White penetrates, puts it up and won't go, and he kicks it back out. Austin.
Devin
I'm
McNally.
sorry.
No,
Nope,
didn't get
McNally
it.
Can't make it. And then a shove underneath and a battle for the rebound. I think Devin's going to get the foul. And it will be core physical therapy basketball.
Just a hustle foul there. No big deal.
Now, this is one where if core could come up with a three, this at least is putting a little bit of the brakes on to Sinisi.
It'd make their palms a little sweaty.
Yeah, just a bit. All right, driving toward the basket and
Steal by
losing
Devin.
control.
Just basically threw it to him there.
Yeah.
It was Pugh.
Desmond Gamp with the basketball, trying to motion his teammate Julian Morgan down the baseline, and
Gamp's doing the right thing.
Pulling it back out.
Slowing it down.
Jahad White with the basketball. Nice screen by his twin brother.
Roll.
And the twin brother gets it back. It's Ajad.
Yep, they can't get too lackadaisical with it, though.
Desmond Gamp pulling a lot of time off the clock. Down to 6:20 left to go in the game.
Killing this clock right now.
11-point lead for Sinisi Detailing. And Sinisi getting ever closer here.
Yep, he's going to go try to score. Nope.
Jahad White penetrated but got the ball knocked away. And back the other way, it is core physical therapy.
Oh.
And a nice floater attempt by Cornelius Loco, and the rebound comes into the hands of guess who? Jahad White. He goes to Ajad White. And now back over near us, Devin McNully, near side of the court for us. Kicks it back out to Desmond Gamp. Gamp, left wing.
Nice take.
Nice move around Nate Cornelius, and the rebound ends up back in the hands of Jahad White.
That's frustrating for core. You get the stop that you want, and then you don't finish it off with a rebound.
5.5 left to go.
I thought that was going to end in an and one.
Yeah, but Jahad will go to the line and get the shoot a pair. Sitting with 26 right now.
And this is the thing. At 5:30, they get that foul. You get a sub going. They might not get the ball back till 4:45.
Yeah.
And he's going to milk all 10 seconds. That's a veteran move right there. That's
Absolutely.
what I would do out here. And he's going to bank in his free throw.
Backward again. Dang.
I will say he's only
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
Who cares what other people say?
That's exactly right.
How many points do you have on the board?
It's all that matters at the end of the day. It don't matter how it goes in. And another one banks.
Yep. 2 for 2 in that trip. All right. It's Nate Cornelius with the basketball and 4.5 left to go in the game. Floater in the lane won't go. I think Nate is
getting a little tired.
I mean, yeah. I was going to say it's been a long game. He's given it everything. It is hot out here, and he is tired.
Yep.
I feel confident in saying that at this point.
It's crazy. The Twins haven't come out, and, look, he's still got energy.
Yeah.
Oh, Donnie.
All right. It is a turnover to core.
They got a 2-on-1 here. Got to finish.
Nick Cornelius, and surprisingly.
Pulls it out.
Yeah. Andy Pugh.
And they got a three ball.
I guess it ends up being a good thing because Nate is able to sink the three.
Makes it a 10-point game.
All right, they need a quick turnover here. We're under 4 left to go in the game.
This is where Andy Pugh's really good. Little chaos action.
Gamp gets the ball to
Sinise does a good job here.
Ajad White. Ajad dribbles, top of the key, starts down the lane, spins, almost travels, goes for a baseline pass, and he gets it to Devin McNelly, but then the ball is knocked out of bounds by Core Physical Therapy.
Tyler Port there with a big block.
Everything Tyler Port does is big.
Yes, that is very true. He's the reason my rotator cuff got destroyed out here.
Okay. Reliving not so good memories.
Oh, yeah.
All right, penetration, floater off the backboard. Hey, if you can use it for foul shots, why not use it for just regular shots, too? All right. It is Core Physical Therapy with the basketball. A spin
Pugh's
move,
looking for a
getting
foul.
the ball back. And a put up, it won't go, and
He's
now gets
keep...
his own rebound, gets it batted around and out of bounds. Desmond Gamp would not give up.
He got called for a foul on that one, though.
Andy Pugh with the basketball, and eventually it does get knocked out of bounds, and the foul does get called, but non-shooting at this particular point. It is a 12-point lead for Sinise Detailing. Inbound play goes to Alan McManus from the baseline, puts it up. Two-pointer won't go, and the rebound pulled in by Devin McNelly.
Now you go to your slow-down game a little bit. They went at the 6-minute mark, and that was a little bit too early. Now you go to the slow-down game.
Yep. Seeing something that kind of resembles Four Corners here.
Yep. It's never as organized as it was back in the day, but they are in the Four Corners right now.
Yep.
They do have good ball handlers,
Desmond,
the Sinise's team.
Yeah.
This is what I'd be doing, too. Put it in your...
To Jahad White.
Oh, he dropped him. Oh, man.
Jahad pulls back, gets it back to Desmond Gamp, and they're just going to hold on to it and put this one away. It's under 2 minutes left to go, and reaching in for the foul, Andy Pugh.
Just got to make your free throws now if you're Sinise's, and you can end this ball game.
Yep.
I don't know when the one-on-one is, though. Oh, right now, I guess.
Something that is disappearing from the high school basketball
landscape. No more one-on-one. Are you a fan of that or not?
Not really, but, you know, the next thing that's probably going to come
is a shot clock.
Yep, and I don't know how well that's going to go over. I know one of the things I always hear from athletic directors, especially at the smaller schools, is how much that costs.
Yep, it's the operation piece of it is the big part.
Spin move and a shot in the lane that falls for Andy Pugh. First points of the second half, 47-37, and... Oh, we got a foul called, so we're headed back to the Sinise Detailing end of the floor. And even the Sinise guys are taking the slow trip down to the other end of the floor.
Yep, they're wearing the black uniforms too, so, you know, that's an extra little bit of heat out here. Last year we were black out here, and you can definitely feel it.
That one is in for McNelly.
So do you think you'll enjoy the shot clock if they do put it in outside the athletic director problem?
Yeah, I think that is a good thing because you're ideally trying to prepare for the next level.
Exactly.
And, you know, a lot of those kids want to make their way to, you know, some good college basketball programs. And if you aren't used to it in high school, you better quickly get used to it.
Yep, that's in the AAU game, which is where I'm predominantly at now. At the national level, they've added the shot clock aspect, and it's amazing at how few times the shot clock actually comes into play. What it'll get rid of is teams stalling in the third quarter, which is, from a fan perspective, I think it'll put more butts in the seats eventually because you're going to see live action going up and down the court more.
Yeah, one of the things that I've seen over the course of games that I've done, and at one time, and this is not meant to deride the Penns Valley head coach of the boys team, but that was his game.
Irwin.
It just slowed. No, not Irwin, the guy before him.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And it just slowed the game down, and it was like, you know, the game ended up being 32-26. And, you know, and you had two teams that were able to put up way more points.
Yep.
And I didn't think it was fair to the athletes either.
No, that's I'm a big proponent of the shot clock. I think it's going to bring attendance back to high school games. So it'll
make it a more exciting game, to be sure.
It might cost a little bit more up front, but you're going to get more butts in the seats again. And then over time, that's going to mean you're going to have more in your pocket if you're the athletic director.
And like I said, you're helping your athletes too.
Yep, to get to the next level. And that's, you know, I'm a teacher, and that's what I teach seniors, and my job for them is to get them off to the next level and teach them how to be, good students, good citizens, good people. And I think in sports we need to do the same thing. In football, they have a shot clock, or they have a snap clock.
Play clock, yeah.
Yeah, play clock, thank you. I couldn't spit that out there. And I just think that it's due for basketball that we bring it. It seems like every other state's doing it right now.
Yeah. So that's something that'll be coming. And, of course, once again, the one-on-ones no longer a part of high school basketball beginning this season.
Girls basketball was the first to do that, college girls basketball.
Yes.
They went to the 2 10-minute quarters, and, it's 5 team fouls.
There is Nate Cornelius trying to get in there.
Pound one.
Has it stolen. There's a dunk. You've been asking for that, Jordan.
Yep, and that was the big one that time.
Rashad gave it to you.
Yeah, the other ones had been just kind of like,
what a play. What a finish by Nate Cornelius.
Cornelius says we might not win, but I'm going for 20.
Yeah, down to 1:04, and the lead now is up to 16, 53-37.
Yep. All in all, though, this has been the scoreboard might say it was a 16-point game, but for a big portion of the game, it was about 8.
There's the old backyard play as he deliberately missed that foul shot so they could get possession.
McManus.
And McManus eventually gets
Yep.
it in. Yep. So that's a nice effort by Alan McManus getting his first points of the second half. And they get that lead down to 15. Not much you're going to be able to do about that with 50 seconds left to go. But
they're still playing, and
that's a little bit of a,
it's a pride thing at the end of the day.
Little feel-good thing that you can walk away from the floor with.
It's a pride thing.
And it's going to be Jahad White trying to add to his game-leading point total. I have him at 30.
It's not a bad night.
And make that 31.
I'm going to bust on him, though, for the Bennington free throw. They're going to say that they were only worth half points, so he only probably had 25.
Here's the second one.
And then he'll proceed to block my shot in the morning and stare at me.
There you go. He is 5 for 6 here from the line in the second half.
There's your
and
20.
There's a nice Nate Cornelius finish. He's had himself a game.
Yep.
37 seconds left to go. Sinisi's up, 55-47.
And now they're going to dribble. Oh, he comes from behind Pugh. That's what Pugh does. I thought he had it.
Oh, nice behind-the-back pass that time and gets away. And with the loose ball, it's Nate Blau. Blau up the floor quickly. Nate Cornelius is going to go to the hole. Sinisi's lets him do it. Everybody back off.
Nate Blau going to drop to 5-1 in championship appearances now. The undefeated streak is
6
officially
seconds
over.
left to go. They get ready to do the trophy presentation. The winner of the game between Division III and Division VII. Core Physical Therapy and Sinisi's Detailing. It is Sinisi's Detailing.
Yep.
Getting that championship trophy here tonight.
You got to give.
The final score is 55-43.
You got to give both teams credit here. In an event like this where there's a lot of emotion going, both teams didn't really get into it with one another. Both teams showing respect here at the end.